over there, and I can't tell who.
Well, we have Julie, and
That's Julie, okay.
Please take the dogs in the other room.
That's Julie, okay.
Yeah. Hi.
Jean. Okay, hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Bobby?
Good, good.
Good.
Glad
Okay,
you're
and Roberto has joined us.
Wonderful. Hi,
Yes.
Roberta.
And Melissa was here, but I'm sure she'll turn her camera on shortly. And
Okay.
yeah, and Alex is here, but we
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hi, Alex.
And
Hello, Bobby.
And is it Ken or Kenyette?
Yes, it is.
Roberto's on.
It is. It's Kenyette.
Kenyette. Okay, perfect.
Kenyette,
Thank you.
okay.
There's Melissa. All right. And MJ is just about to join us. So I've just approved her to just us. So we're just coming right along here. This is fabulous.
Wonderful.
We're so excited.
Wonderful.
Yes, and I am recording, so just so everybody knows. If we get all the dogs in the background, we'll be fine. Because there's lots of dog owners in this group.
And cat owners.
You bet. You bet. So I think we've got, I'm not aware of anyone else that is going to join us, but I'll keep an eye out for it. So I think we should get going here because I know everybody's time is valuable. And Roberto is 10 o'clock at night. So we need to get moving here.
Roberto, your sound is off. You're
past my bedtime, but I think you stay up late, Roberto. Okay.
Yeah, he can unmute himself when he wants to talk, but everybody is unmuted, so we're good. Okay. All right, perfect. Well, welcome. I'm Patricia Maltz. I work with Bobby, and you all know Miss Bobby Stevens here. So Bobby, you want to say a welcome?
Yeah, welcome everybody, and thanks so much for joining us. We're going to have all kinds of fun together. And I can't wait to get started and hear what everybody's thinking. And I'm going to tell you my ideas, and we'll just get on with it. So, and I know Pat has a lot of questions to ask and everything too. So, you want you want to start, Pat, or you want?
You bet. I certainly will. So, our purpose today is to say hello and to talk about the Unlimited Alumni Club membership, of which many of you are members, and then to talk a little bit about what the plan is, and also then the 15-minute World Changer membership. I want to talk a minute about that. So, all right, and then if you have questions, we'd love to hear from you. And Cesar, we're glad you made it. Welcome. Turn your sound on when you're ready. We'll be happy to talk with you, okay? So, we want to take just a quick minute and everybody talk about where they're from and how they came to Unlimited Futures might be the place to start, okay? So Jeannie, you want to tell us where you're from and how you found about Unlimited Futures?
Well, I'm Jean Ketchum, and I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we found her. We found her here through. Was it through you, Pat?
I think so.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
back in many years ago.
And we've taken quite a few courses, and Bobby is like our family. She's part of our family.
You bet.
Pat is too.
Thank you, Jeannie. All right, Julie.
Yeah, hi. So I am in Clearwater, Florida, actually a small town just next to it. And I've taken 2 of Bobby's Unlimited Futures courses, and I have been a member of Bobby's coaching group for the past year. So completed a year of that.
Neat. Well, good. Perfect. Thank you. Glad to meet you.
You too.
Roberto?
I'm Roberto. I'm calling from Italy, near Venice. And I know the Unlimited Future course through learning strategies this year. And I am a part of the coaching group with Bobby this year. I understand your English. I hope that you understand my English. I don't speak very well.
Well, it sounds good to us.
It sounds great.
Yes,
But I understand
absolutely.
all that you say.
Good. Well, feel free to interrupt if you need something more, because we'd be happy to provide
Thank
it.
you. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Melissa?
Hi, I'm Melissa Riesco. I live in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and I was part of Bobby's group that ended in February of this year. And so Pat, I remember you, and I think maybe Jeannie, but anyway, I thought this would just be a nice way to continue focusing on energizers and getting back into the swing of things.
Good. Good. Welcome. Welcome.
Great
We're
to
glad
see
you're
you,
here.
Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. And then MJ.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm in Austin, Texas, and I also participated in the Learning Strategies course earlier this year, and I'm in a coaching group with Bobby, or I guess we're about almost halfway through a year of that. And I just really want to get this process so embodied that it's as natural as breathing. That's my goal. And I'm
Perfect.
really digging into a lot of the belief work right now, and that's pretty gritty. So I'm going to need some support.
That's what we're here for.
Thanks, MJ. Wow.
Yeah, very good. All right. Kenyette, am I saying it right?
Yes, you are saying it right. I actually heard about Bobby from Learning Strategies as well. And I enjoyed what she had to say. I bought the book. I haven't done any of the energizers religiously, but I have at least started doing some of that. But this has just been such a bumpy year for me that I thought at least getting out of what I'm normally doing and get into something where I want to focus my attention would be better. So that's the reason why I'm here today, just to kind of see what everything is about and to see if I would be a good fit in the group.
Well, we are so pleased you're here. And who else has had a bumpy year this year? My goodness sakes.
Yeah.
That is a great way to describe it. My goodness. All right. Well, Alexander Larson, come on in.
Yep, I'm next. My name is Alexander Larson, and I've known Bobby since 2013. I read the book. I did a course, and then a lot of visits and a lot of phone calls, and yeah, we're like family. So we've been on a long journey together, and we've gone through a lot. So that's just amazing.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, we really appreciate you, Alex. So
Thank
you
you.
so much. All
Thanks,
right.
Alex.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Cesar, can you unmute yourself and share with us your connection?
Hey everybody, this is Cesar, and I'm driving. That's why I have my picture up. And can everyone hear me okay?
Yep. And we're glad
Yes.
you're being safe.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get a ticket in New Jersey for being on your cell phone while driving. You know, it's a hefty ticket. So yeah, I learned about Unlimited Futures through Learning Strategies, and my biggest challenge with Unlimited Futures was being consistent with the energizers. I don't know how long they took before, but it seemed like it took me longer than the time it said it should take, to do them. So I kind of like left it alone, but then things just started happening where I was working so much, I wasn't thinking about manifesting anything because I was working so much, and earning, more money. So maybe it was the energizers, the little I did, I don't know. Who knows? But I like to be more consistent. And this time around, it sounds like, okay, I could do something for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I can do that. You know, that's within my, that's reasonable for me. So, so this time around, that's what I like to do. Just be more consistent with it and see what other, you know, results might come out of it.
All right, perfect. Well, great. I think everyone on this call, including Bobby, have had their own journeys with the energizers. And again, we have these energizer journeys. So it's a common conversation, and one of the things that we're here to support about. And Bobby has some very strong ideas about how we get these done, and all of us work hard to accommodate this, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And so it'll be great to have this as part of our process in talking about these wonderful energizers. So good.
Can I make a comment to what Cesar said? Speak to what
Sure.
he said? Cesar, I just want to say that, I mean, when I started the energizers, it also took a lot longer than 20 minutes. But if you're consistent with it, I mean, it won't take long before it will take you 20, 22 minutes, something like that, if you just keep it up.
Absolutely. I have that same experience, and I bet a number of the rest of you have had that as well. So, all right. Well, let's go on and talk a little bit more. Another question?
I was just going to say it takes a while to get used to doing it, and once your body is accustomed to doing it on a regular basis, it happens a lot faster. But of course, this is not something we want to speed through. This is something that we want to relax and enjoy. And I mean, it's really actually the nicest part of the day. You start out your program, and then your whole day works, you know, really well. And so give it as much time as you can. And then of course, the more we work with this, the easier it gets. And the more we want to spend time with it as well, huh? And the more we don't need to do as much as we thought we needed to do before. So, just my input on the energizers. Okay.
It will not be your last.
No, it will not. No.
All right. Well, this is an orientation session today to say, this is what we're about. Here's what we are thinking we want to accomplish with the Alumni Club. And then we'll talk at the end, we'll talk a little bit about the World Changers, the 15-minute pledge World Changers Club, because that's for people who have not taken any of our programs. And we want to get them introduced to the philosophies and to the activities that they can do to help bring about change in the world. Anyone who is part of the alumni group, who's a member there, is automatically a part of the 15-minute World Changer group as well. So you have the ability to be part of both, but the activities and the missions of the two are significantly different in some ways and interact or interconnect in other ways. So that's where we're going. And I want to talk a little bit about what we're thinking should go on. But as I want to also talk about, as founding members, which many of you are, for the Alumni Club, we really want to have your input as to what it is that we can best do to support you in your journey here with the Unlimited Futures program. Whether, you know, we are getting re-engaged or accelerating to the next level, whatever it is, we want to know how we can best serve you, and really want that dialogue to be going on as we go forward. So it's a like-minded community, and I don't know about you folks, but finding other people that talk some of the language that we talk in Unlimited Futures is kind of rare. I don't always find people who understand what I'm talking about when I talk about the thinking about beliefs, the intuitive inspiration, all of those pieces. It's not right on the forefront of other people's minds. And so I really look to find a community where I can talk about these things, with other individuals who are looking at the same conversation or trying to find the same piece. So one of the things one of our goals was to have a community of like-minded people. Of course, focus, accountability, support are really critical pieces for many people, and certainly for myself, about, am I staying focused on my program? Am I being accountable to someone to make sure I'm getting it done? Who's helping me problem solve? You know, sometimes I feel like I need to say, just where am I going to put this yoga mat in this house that I don't get run over by the dogs, and I can do my program. Now, right at the moment, I have a shoulder issue, so I can't really do a lot of the program. But just the idea of figuring it out, sometimes you have to just kind of spend a little time talking about that. And having people help me problem solve is sometimes a fun thing to do. One of the other pieces that I'm excited about in going forward that we're proposing to do is to have subjects and issues that are deeper dives into the material that we've covered in the courses that we've been part of. And Bobby, of course, has a whole list of stuff for us to already begin thinking about. And do you want to share a couple of those subjects, Bobby?
Well, yeah, I can talk a little bit about, give you a little preview of how I think that we should start this. And then of course, you know, we want all your input on it. But my idea is it will officially start on the 1st of October. And in the meantime, if you sign up for the program, you will get an email giving you the Facebook page. And then we want everybody to go on and introduce yourself on the Facebook page. And I've made a post on it. And then we will start thinking about different subjects, and we'll have a different subject each month. And my idea of starting is we all want change. And there's usually, I mean, what prompts change is a need or desire that we become aware of. So obviously we have something that we want in our life personally. And we also are very well equipped to help change the world. And so we want to think about how we want the world to be. And then of course, I have all kinds of ideas about how we're going to get there and how we're going to be able to see clearly about what needs to be done. We all need to come from where we are and what our interest is, because we'll all come from different places. And there's just so much that we can do. And I get carried away when I think about these things, but I thought we'd start out with change and vision, because once we know what changes we want, then the fulfillment of those changes is our vision. And so we want to start creating the vision of what we want personally and what we want to change in the world. And then of course there's going to be 2 questions. I'm going to come up with a question each month, and normally there'll be 1 subject and 1 question, but to get everything started, I wanted to start off with 2 questions. One is, who am I? And the other one is, why am I here? And we're all going to get some intuitive guidance about that. And so it's going to be really interesting to see what comes to everybody. And of course, we all know a lot of things already that's going to put us in a totally different place than the most of the world. And there's just so much that we're going to be able to do and to give in terms of healing the world and in creating the life that we want. And the main thing we want to do on a personal level is bring all that knowledge that we've created from working with the program into our experience. We know it on one level because we know we have this information, we know it, but it's not necessarily our experience. And what makes it our experience is staying focused on it over a period of time. So I better stop talking and let somebody else talk a little bit here. That's my idea of how to get started.
Okay, anyone want to chime in? Do you have other ideas of what we should be doing? Things that you'd like to see? Nothing in particular at the moment?
I like
Okay.
it. I think that's a great plan.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I also
Excellent.
really like it. I think I love the idea of starting out with a challenge, something that makes you, really think about things that are important,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
to really come up with answers to those questions. I think often we don't stop to do those things. I think that's a really good plan. I also think that probably some of us will come up with suggestions as we go along.
Well, and just know that we are very open to those, because it's not just us, it's all of us together that are part of this club that really need to craft what it looks like so that it's really serving the needs of everybody that's involved. So I'm so glad to hear that, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. All right. The other thing that I hadn't mentioned earlier is that this is also going to be a place to celebrate our successes. And so if we can figure out how to do these 25-minute, 20-minute energizers and be successful at it, yay, and let's celebrate. So we'll have to figure out some ways to do that, all right? And I'm sure we can accomplish that. All right, so what we are looking at doing is we've got some activities that are happening throughout the month. You heard Bobby say that we're looking to officially launch the 1st of October. And we have tentatively set Sunday nights. Bobby wants to do the meditation piece every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. And so that's when we would have a telephone meditation, and we can record those so that you can listen to them later or again. So we can do that on a recording.
Pat,
Do that. Yes.
excuse me, but it's 6 o'clock. Is that her time? It's not central, is it?
No, it's not central. It's Eastern time.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, Roberto, that must be midnight, right? Or later.
For me, it's midnight. Yes.
Yeah. You will probably definitely be meditating already by then. So. But the call will be available to you. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, you'll make it. It'll be good.
No problem.
Good. All right. So every Sunday night, 6 p.m., and I'll put this in an email to everybody so you know what it is and what the call-in number is, and et cetera, et cetera. So that'll happen, and everyone will be on the list to help Bobby to remember to hit the record button as part of that. Okay, because we all have responsibility in this. Make sure we get it recorded.
Speaking of recording, do you have to say something to record this? Because you promised this would be recorded too.
I started recording before we all got here.
Good for you.
So,
okay.
Yeah. And
you didn't need our help. All right.
In the upper left, you can see it. It says recording.
Yes. Yep. Upper left. It does say recording. And I will be providing this in an email to those of you who are members. And then this orientation program will be put on the website under the Alumni Club membership page. So if you talk to another alum who didn't get to come to the meeting, let them know. But I will be letting people know this is available for them to view. Okay. So we can talk about what we're looking at here. So 6 p.m. on Sunday nights, every Sunday night, and Bobby will lead a meditation. Bobby, is there anything more you want to say about that?
I guess I just wanted to say that there's no way, since we're all in different places, there's no way to make this timing work for everybody. So we just had to pick a time, and hopefully it works for us, as many people as possible. And so just know that at that time we'll be meditating, and if you can't join in at that time, maybe you can feel the energy, because we'll be keeping everybody in the energy of that meditation. And
Right.
then of course, I think in the first meditation, I'll talk a little bit about, we'll have time to talk for like 10 minutes maybe before meditation. And so maybe I'll just talk a little bit about meditation, what it
Okay.
is, why we do it. I'll try not to go over time. We're going to meditate for 20 minutes. And then of course, once we get into this, we want to, at the end of our meditation, we want to bring in our vision. We want to create these visions. And of course, we'll be working through this all along, but be as succinct as we can to just kind of bring in our personal vision and our vision for the world, because it's so important that we do that now.
You bet. Thank you, Bobby. And
Yeah.
then they will be recorded, so you will get a notice of the recordings. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the Sunday night meditations. Then monthly, well, Bobby already talked about the subjects or the focus of the month, and we will have the private Facebook group set up, and she will be posting information there that you can check in on, comment on. You will be welcome to post on the private Facebook. I will be sending you personal invitations to join, so watch for those in your Facebook or in your email so that you get that. And then once a month, we're looking to have a Zoom revitalization call where we get together and talk about the subject, talk about what's going on, how we're doing, just a kind of a good round table membership, bring your coffee, whatever, so that we can visit a little bit. And Bobby has picked the third Thursday of the month, which in October is the 15th, and again to do it at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And these will be recorded and then shared with the Alumni Club membership. So that will be happening once a month when we come together like we are now and get to visit and talk about how things are going and what we're experiencing and what we learned and all those kinds of fun things. Okay.
Mhm.
Any questions?
Patricia?
Sure.
So the once a month meeting, that will be a Zoom meeting, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Right. The meditations will be just phone only. And then the monthly meeting will be a Zoom meeting. Now, I anticipate that we'll have some surprise Zoom meetings on other subjects as we go forward, special membership kinds of things. There may be some speaker that we want to have a meeting with and you'll have the opportunity to talk to. Those things are in the plan, but I can't tell you that they're going to happen now. So, okay.
We'll have some surprises.
Yes, we will.
Everybody likes surprises. I hate surprises.
Well, you'll be in
Most
the
people
know, so
like
it'll
them.
be okay.
Surprises.
Yeah.
But part of this is the joy of having fun together in our community and being able to support each other through that, and then having some interesting people that we may agree with or disagree with, but at least we have the opportunity to have the conversation. Okay. Other questions, other ideas, things you'd like to see? Not coming to you at the moment? Okay. Okay. Well, you know that this is an open conversation. It's not it's set and over with. So we will look forward to having information shared as we go forward here. So I want to talk a couple minutes about the 15-minute pledge World Changer Club. As you've heard, Bobby is a I want to say a secret activist. She is on a mission to change the world, and she's trying to get more and more out there, but she is definitely an activist if no one ever picked that up. I've been really clear about that recently. So she's got us all doing a new vision for the world and taking action on doing that. So, but the World Changer is for people who have not necessarily, who clearly have not been part of Unlimited Futures, but have an interest in learning and an interest in making change. And it really came out of her book of Making Sense of the Chaos of what's really happening here in the world and what we as individuals can do about what the world message is, what the current operating message is in our community, our families, what we can do to bring change about and utilize the principles that we've learned through this program and or will learn as part of the World Changer Group. So we're excited to offer that program, and that's for anybody that you might know that, and I expect that you folks will be the chief salespeople for the World Changers Group to say, look, come and see how you can make a difference in the world, because Bobby's inspiring and obviously an activist. So let's see what we can do to make that happen and make some change. But there's more about that on the website. You can certainly take a look at it when you have some time. And then if you know of anybody, please refer them. We will be actively recruiting new people who've never heard of Unlimited Futures before to become a part of it. So I'm excited about that, and we'll see where it takes us. Okay, and welcome, Autumn.
Oh,
Hi.
hi, how are you?
Well, we are all fine, and we're glad you're here. Tell us a little bit about who you are and how you came to Unlimited Futures.
Yeah, I just found out about it, and my sister, who's in the group right now, was the one that sent me the information, and so she's with us right now.
I see. Okay. Well, perfect. Well, perfect.
So I wanted to
Thank
find
you.
out. You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, we're very glad that you've joined us, and you probably will need to check out the website with the membership information for the Alumni and the World Changer Club on the website. And because we're just about to the end here, unless someone has more questions or more information that they'd like to share. What kinds of thoughts are you having about this? Does this feel like it's going to be a great fit for you?
Are you asking me or just in general?
In general, whoever would
I
like to
love
talk
it.
first.
I love it. This is Alexander. I love it. Meditating with Bobby is always a treat. Doing it on Sunday nights, I think, is going to be a real, real blessing. And then getting together once a month on Thursdays. I'm glad you picked the third Thursday, not the fourth one, so that we didn't really accidentally include Thanksgiving, which is perfect. It's just wonderful. I love the plan. This is great.
Good, good. Glad to hear that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Right. Anyone else have a comment they'd like to share?
The only comment I was going to mention is that I like that Bobby wants to focus on world issues, and I think that I have just gained such a negative viewpoint of everything that I've kind of just shut down. And so I really feel like I'd like to just reboot. And this is a way, I think, in a reintroduction into rebooting so that I can have a more positive outlook, because it's hard when you're the only one who feels a certain way. And then to see it over and over again, it's just, I really do need that cushion of being around other people who are more positively focused and more future focused, and instead of looking at the current situation. So I'm more than happy to be a part of that world viewpoint group. And I think that's something we need.
Well, that is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. One of the things that I've been appreciative of is I will come with my own viewpoint, which in many cases can be very negative. And then I talk to Bobby, and it's like, what planet was I on? You know, just she has a whole different way to look at it that really is much more in alignment with how I'd like to think about it, but it hadn't even occurred to me to think of that. So I've really appreciated that gift that she brings to the table.
Thank you, Pat. I just like to say that, you know, there is so much we can do, and it's so easy. I know we all sometimes feel like I just like to go to sleep and wake up when it's all over. And of course, can't do that. We got to make the changes because that's what we're doing here. We're here to be the ones, we're the leaders. We're the ones that are going to make the changes. And so I think, you know, we're just going to have so much fun just getting to it and starting to see what's possible for us, because what's possible is so far beyond anything any of us have ever even imagined yet. And I mean, we have to start. There's a lot of work to do, but we're going to have fun doing it, and we're going to be watching it blossom, because we are in a huge transformation now, and it's so good that we're all here, a part of it, and are where we are in terms of being able to really make a contribution. It's going to be great.
So does anybody see that as an activist recruitment statement?
No, I don't know if I have a viewpoint that is different from everyone else's viewpoint, but I guess I just don't see things in a negative light. I think I tend to, you know, if anything, err in the other direction. Like, I'm always optimistic about everything, you know, from the world to, I mean, if anything, I have more trouble, you know, being optimistic about my own life, which I feel I really am, but I've had a lot of things happen that would, you know, try to pull me in the other direction. But I guess maybe I've just been around groups like this, not this group, but other groups that have just a very positive outlook. So I just have trouble having a negative outlook on the world. I mean, I see, yes, there's a lot of disruption, there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of bad things going on, but I think we've just gone through periods like this, and I always think it comes out positively, and that the world is in the very long term moving in a positive direction. And I think that's going to continue. It has to continue.
You're going to be a wonderful contribution to this group, Julie. Yeah. Thank you.
That's absolutely right, Julie. And that's what we all have to do. We just have to be strong enough to see beyond what seems to be happening, and know that things are always working for our greatest good. We can't always see that, but I mean, it's wonderful that you don't fall into that feeling of that so many people feel overwhelmed from time to time. I mean, that you have a strong nervous system, and you'll be a great contribution to the purpose of what we're doing here. Thanks, Julie. Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to say thank you, and I'm on both behalf of myself and Bobby, for the time that you've committed to us, the interest you have, and we are excited to work with you going forward. So let's be in touch soon. I will be sending out an email with the video and all the rest of the pieces, and then we'll just stay in touch. Does that work?
Sure. Sounds great.
Thanks, Pat. That really you guys explained a lot.
Good.
Good.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Great seeing you, Bobby.
Bye-bye.
Great to see you. Great to see all of you. Yeah. Okay.
Likewise.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.